Hello, everybody. Danny Shea here, back on the Central Coast of California from my, what is it, 2 week excursion up into the Olympic Peninsula. It was awesome. It was so cool. No phone service, and it helps if you don't drop your phone into a river. That makes the cell service worse. I didn't know that, but now I do. And now you do too. So if you want good cell service, don't drop your phone into a river. So I didn't get any news, which was really great. Um, I also, so anyway, but thank you all for being here. We're going to do some news today, some political news. There's a lot of world news that maybe I'll dig into that tomorrow, but we're going to do some politics today. But first, I want to thank all my new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you for clicking that little button. Um, it makes me feel good. All right. So let's just get into some of the news. As I was gone, I didn't know what was going on, and so when I get back, I heard bits and pieces of it, of what was going on. So I do know, but let's just recap since I was gone. And it seems like every time I leave, some big news happens. And I put somebody in charge of the big news, and I said, keep it sane. Don't let it go crazy. Well, I don't know how well they did. And I'm not going to mention any names, Libby. Okay. So thank you all for being here. I'm just going to do I'm going to do a recap of the day, of each day's headline news. It's just crazy. And then I'm going to read on the Harris honeymoon, or is it real? It's real. It is real. I think that she's going to have a couple of bumps. But it's real. I also want to read on Trump Vance ticket. Is the honeymoon over, or is it real? The honeymoon's over. There's going to be a little cliff. Okay. But we're going to pull cards on it and see. And then I want to read on something my wife asked me. Elon Musk. What's the 411? Is something going on with him? Is something going to happen? What's going on? And so when I was looking at the news feed, JD Vance, Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, and then I saw another thing of Elon Musk on there, and I'm like, I'm going to read on Elon Musk. So that'll be at the end. Um, let's start off on the 18th. Okay. The RNC was on full display with MAGA. Paul Manafort was speaking. Paul Manafort, remember that guy? He got convicted of something. He was in jail. Trump pardoned him. Russia collusion. Russia. So he got up and spoke at the RNC. There were the MAGA crowd in the audience all wore bandages on their ear in support of Trump's assassination attempt, his miraculous healing. Oh my God. Okay. And then Trump was there and he fell asleep. Okay. The next day, the 19th, Russia sentenced the Wall Street Journal reporter, Ivan Gershovich, to 16 years for espionage. Trump accepted the party's nomination, rebranding himself, oh, this is good, as the candidate of unity. Do you notice the lilt in my voice? Trump, the candidate of unity. Let me go wash my mouth out. All right. are we? Where are we? So his speech rambled for 90 minutes. The first 10 minutes was like the Party of Unity, what he was going to do. And it was reminiscence of his acceptance speech in 2016. And I go, well, maybe it's not going to be that bad. I said to myself, it was that bad. And then 80 minutes later, he's finally wrapping it up. The crowd with bandages on their ear, they're falling asleep. Everybody's falling asleep. Somebody said it was the worst speech ever. I don't know. I wasn't there. Didn't listen. The 20th, Saturday, short news day. Not much going on. People took a break. I think reporters took a break. 21st, the 21st, Sunday. Joe Biden writes a letter to America. Says he's dropping out of the race. And then he endorses Kamala Harris. And then the money started flowing. They had already filed the paperwork to transfer the 95 million from the Biden-Harris campaign to the Harris campaign. So that was in the works, and it went through. And then Mike Johnson, you remember him? JD Vance Light. He says, I'm going to sue to keep Biden on the ticket, to stop this craziness. Ay, ay, ay. And then, what else? Oh, and then by 10 o'clock that day, this is one day, 10 o'clock that day, Harris had secured 1/3 of the delegates needed to win the nomination. So you could transfer the money, you can't transfer the delegates. So Harris had to work to get the delegates. She got 1/3 of them by 10 p.m. that night. Now, here's my take on this whole thing. As you all know, I said I'm riding with Biden until he decides to quit, right? Until he says I'm done, which is, I mean, you can't force the guy out. So I'm riding with him. One of the things that you do not do is if you have a problem with somebody, you pull them aside and you talk to them away from a crowd. You don't embarrass them on stage in front of a crowd. You pull them aside and you go, especially if you think that he's losing it. You just don't do it. So the people that got out and did that to him, did that really matter? Yeah, maybe it helped a little bit to make his mind up, but I think Joe would have had enough common sense to hear those people. He does listen to people, and he made his decision. And it looks like, from this point of view, that it was a really good decision. Kamala's got a lot of, well, let's keep going with the news. Okay. So getting back to it, the people who were talking in public, they were trying to shame Joe Biden. Shame on them. Joe Biden is one of the best presidents we've ever had, in my humble opinion. The people who tried to shame him, shame on you. Shame on you. The 22nd, okay, one day after, Kamala now has the support of 2,471 delegates. That's more than the 1976 delegates needed to secure the nomination. Endorsements are flowing in. I can't read them all. Money is flowing in. I can't count that high, etc. is happening, and there it is. Some of the other etc. is happening. One of the podcasts that I listen to is The Bulwark, and I can't remember her name. She's the publisher of it. Can't remember her name. Apologies. And George Conway. And George Conway has set up a psychopac.org website that says that Trump is effing crazy. He's cray cray. And I was listening to it while I was drying out my phone. And I just tapped on it a little bit. It looks like it should be pretty fun read in a serious, scary way. All right, keeping on. J.D. Vance on the 22nd gave his very first speech in Ohio. He had a blue suit, red tie, diaper on his ear, and the fall from grace began. Okay, he didn't have a diaper on his ear, but he could have. Okay, so things started dropping. People going, holy crap. I think he said, and I'm not sure if it was at this time or another time, he called childless families cat people. Cat people. Wasn't there a movie with David Bowie? Cat people? It was not a great movie, but it had a good song to it anyway. The next day, Harris gave her speech. She comes walking out. She comes walking out on the stage to Beyonce's Freedom. That says it all right there. Okay, so as I think of that, when I wrote this, I wrote down, ruh-roh, Trumpy's in trouble. So she goes on and just nails Trump, nails him. She goes, I'm a prosecutor. I prosecute men like Trump who rape women, who are fraudsters. I know his type. Oh, Trump's in big trouble. All right. But the Republicans, they're doing their job. The House Republicans have introduced an impeachment resolution against Harris. Well, I didn't know that. While others are demanding that the House investigate her. And while they're doing that, why don't you just throw in, to remove Biden under the 25th Amendment? And I imagine when Harris saw that she just did her laugh. That drives MAGA people crazy. So the polls are shifting bigly. This is only what day are we? The 23rd. How many days are we in this? Okay. And it's just not the political heat. The European Climate Service said last Sunday was the hottest day in recorded history. Now, under Trump's plan, deregulate, drill baby drill, don't even worry about it. Let's not worry about climate change. Who needs windmills anyway? When we went camping, we're in a van, metal crate, in 111 degrees. Oh my God. So I may have fried a few brain cells. Maybe that's why I dropped the phone in the river. See, I don't even know what I dropped the phone in. It was a river. Well, it wasn't a river, it was a creek. See? Wacko. All right, here we go. The 24th. Biden gave a speech to Americans to say why he really did this, and then he served ice cream to the White House staffers. I love it. All right. And then I'm going to continue with this, the 25th tomorrow, because I'm already 15 minutes into this. So the question, let's do one of we're getting into August. We're getting into So we're getting into cards right now, 15 minutes cards. Okay, so we're getting into August, the end of July, getting into August. Lionsgate is coming up. So on my trip, I did stop off in Shasta. You can feel the energy. I mean, Shasta is that magical place, right? The rainforest was a magical place, but Shasta still has an extra oomph in there. There is some spring water that is flowing that wasn't flowing before. And I went, so I've been going up there for like 4 years now. And this certain spring wasn't flowing. Panther Meadows was dried up. I'm thinking that it was never going to start flowing again. This water is friggin' amazing. It stayed ice cold because I grabbed some in a thermos, not a thermos, but a jug, stainless steel jug. It stayed cold all the way for like 8 hours. And this morning it was still cold. Like, it's magical waters. So something's going on. We have Lionsgate Portal coming up, 8/8, and we are in that awareness now. Things are shifting, things are changing. Let go of fear, stay in love, stay in positivity. Don't get caught up in the darkness of things. Say that to myself sometimes. Don't get caught up in the darkness. All right, so I'm going to use my Beyond Lemuria deck. And I'm pulling 2 cards. They're all mixed up. So this is the first card that was on the bottom. Realm Bridger. We imagine in our 3D brains that this is the timeline. This is a linear timeline, and we're here. What this card is suggesting is if you drink enough Lemurian spring water, you will understand that there are different time streams. There are different realms that we can access, different vibrations, different awarenesses. So if we let go of the old way of thinking, which is based on fear, which is based on keeping the masses controlled so that they can follow one person, a church, a leader, normally an old white guy with long hair. But if we can let go of that fear and think, if I let go of some of the past rules that I've been told that I have to follow, will I fall off the cliff? Will I just go away? Can I live like that? And the next card I get, the infinite. There are infinite ways of being. And when I get this infinite card, I think of creator, source, the infinite, as many people call them, those that can't be named. Again, going with the he, because the old white guys wrote this out. One that can't be named, maybe that's the correct term. We are bridging realms to the infinite. Bridging realms to the infinite. So as we think about that, let's keep it light with the politics. All right, Harris Honeymoon. Will it last? Let's just throw some cards on it. Let's just see where we are. And one of the things too that I read some comment before I left. And one of the comments was, I can't listen to you. You're too biased. Yeah, I am. I am very biased against the United States being a free and fair democracy. So anybody that wants to throw that into an authoritative reign, I'm against. I am very biased against that. This is not a Trump channel. I never have liked him, ever. And the main reason is his fingers and his hands are too small. He's got, yeah. I don't like Marco Rubio. His ears are too big. I'm all about body parts. Harris, 411 on her. I think even my Republican hillbilly toothless brother is going to be voting for Harris. Yikes. Now he says he's not because of what did he say? He was listening to some right-wing station or something where they said that, she's stealing delegates or something. And I go, just wait till all the news comes out. Now, Harris has some baggage. Being in California, I was around when she was AG, and I heard some things. Let's just see. Harris, I think she's going to be phenomenal. I think she is going to be amazing. And is it hope? Is it? Let's see. When I get a little quiet with this, the young people that are coming out, they call her brat. I got to look that up. Really? You call Kamala a brat? And then I hear that people are going, don't disrespect her by calling her Kamala or mispronouncing her name or whatever. And we have people, I call Joe with deep respect. I call Joe Grandpa Joe with elder respect. You don't get much higher respect than elder respect. That's pretty high up there. All right, Kamala. And who's Kamala going to pick? Oh, wouldn't it be cool? I'd love to see two women on the ticket. I would love to see Kamala and Mayor Pete on the ticket. Oh, I listened to Mayor Pete talking. Man, that guy, he has got Obama's vocal skills, orator skills. Just amazing. He's calm. Everything's going to be okay. He explains it clearly so that even I understand it. Yeah, Mayor Pete. Okay. But I don't think it's going to be, was she thinking of Governor Whitmer? Is that it? The one that's working her campaign, and whoever she's got, some guy that is head of communications or something, doing the post up, on Twitter and stuff. Trump is in big trouble. Kamala Harris. Joe would just let things kind of slide. Kamala's taking it to him. Here we go. Straighten out your cards, Danny. Kamala Harris. Boom. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. So Kamala was the Attorney General for California. She was a prosecutor. She knows the law. But as I look at this, Look at it's all, she's got the sunflower. She's got the passion of the wand. She also has that black cat that is like, yeah, there's something with her. Don't mess with her. Don't let that laugh fool you. She's bringing balance to the ticket. She's bringing balance to the U.S. Kamala Harris. Yes, yes, yes. Let me drop this down. Y'all can see where I'm going. Okay. Queen of Wands. It's being covered by temperance, balance. So some people will read this as a challenge. Some people will read this as an enhancement, being covered. So if you look at it as a challenge card, as what's challenging this Queen of Wands energy, it's make sure that she um, stays in balance, that she doesn't go too far to one side or another side. But to me, the first thing that I saw with this was she's bringing balance. She's creating a mixture of a lot of different energies. At the base of the readings, El Papa, the Hierophant. I got this in the last reading that I did with Kamala. Bigfoot for president. No, it's going to be Kamala. I'm going to lose again. My pick isn't going to win. Just letting you know. Disturbs me. All right, in the past, Kamala. The Ten of Pentacles, the family money. When I look at this, a lot of times I look at this as the Trump organization. That's in the past. This is a family card of family money, legacy money being handed down. Now, I don't know if she has legacy money handed down. She is, digression. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Somebody asked me in a comment right before I left about the Indian influences in our politics. And I'm thinking, I go, well, I really haven't thought of it. And I really don't know. And I go, there should not be like an Indian influence, India from India influence. There shouldn't be, a certain group that has any more influence than any other group. We should all be equal. I mean, we're not yet. We will be there if we let go and we are realm builders. If we look to the infinite, we can change that. But no one group should have all the power, except the old white guys. We need to have a little more than others, especially the ones with long hair. Squirrel. Okay. I don't know where I was at the top of the reading. Judgment. So if this is the Trump org with legacy money, there's where I was going. Legacy money in the past, that is being released. There's a judgment card above that. Maybe I'll do a clarifier on that. But that's what I'm getting right now, that there's a judgment card of release of something. And certainly the floodgates opened with her donations and endorsements and delegates. Huge. In the potential near future. Whoa! Look at all the money flowing in. King of Pentacles. Now, again, this could be, I've read King of Pentacles as Trump, but this is a Kamala Harris. When I flipped it over, I just saw all the money pouring into her campaign. She's, yeah, it's huge. Huge. Okay. Internally, this is my internal card, is a death and a rebirth. So many times when I've pulled the death card, because I'm more somebody that thinks positively, at least I try, I'm always looking at this as a new beginning, as a releasing of the old, a new beginning, a new start. And certainly, as Joe Biden released himself, Kamala is starting off and has this new beginning with her internally. And she's keeping a lot of her Biden's same team in place. I mean, she's adding some others, but basically she's kind of keeping it the same with a little kick in the pants, I think. Externally, the Hermit. Interesting. The Hermit. When I look at this card, I see quiet time, alone time, illumination, shining the light on something, and it's more of a specific, it's more focused, this light. But it is a quiet time, it is an introspective time. And when I drop into this card's energy, I feel a sadness with it. And in that sadness, I feel like it is her alone time is, she doesn't have that much anymore. And I feel a sadness that her private life is no longer going to be the same. And even though, I mean, she was the VP changed that, but when you jump into public servant life, everything changes. You get tarot readers reading on you, for God's sakes. Hopes and fears. Moving on to calmer waters. Certainly, we hope that she can do that. She gets in the boat, off she goes into calmer waters. Who is this young guy that's pointing the finger, that's helping her navigate? I think that's her communications director. I got to look into him, find out who he is. And the final outcome for Kamala Harris. Kamala. I saw Randy Rainbow. I think he did a new one on Kamala. Very good. A new old one. It was a revamp. I don't know. It was still fun to watch. The Knave of Swords. She is not one to sit down, sit back, and just let things happen. She's got her sword ready. She sees the wind. She's not afraid of it. She's also bringing in a little Queen of Cups energy. This comes from Joe Biden. He was the King of Cups. She's the Queen of Cups. Again with the secret. What's in the cup? And the Empress. This does not feel like a Russian card to me, although it may be, but this feels like she's bringing forth new things for America. There's a release, there's a balance, there's an ending of the old, bringing in the new, because this Empress is birthing something new. Yay, yay, yay. Kamala. So is there an up and down with this? I'm not really seeing it here. What I'm feeling is the release of the old, the bringing in the new, but these two the cup and the cat, may signal some things, a little rocky road. And again, for us, stay above it. Stay in the infinite. Stay in the realm bridger. All right, at the base of the reading. Ooh, Four of Pentacles. This is a little restriction card. We get the Nine of Cups, the Wish card. We get the Seven of Cups, the Illusion Delusion, the Confusion card. And then we have the Hard at Work card, the Three of Pentacles, creating something, chipping away, um, being in teamwork, but in this deck, it's just singularly. And then we have the High Priestess. One more. And I'm turning it over so I don't have to keep going. Look, one more in the Star card. So I think Kamala, this is the rocky road that I was talking about here. A little restricted. She gets her Nine of Cups, the Wish card, but there is some doubt going on. What do I choose? Maybe it's the VP pick. She's hard at it. She's trusting her intuition with the High Priestess, and the final underlying card is the Star of Hope. She gets the Star card. Yay! All right. I love it. Gotta love it. All right. Let's take a look at, where's my notes? Oh, I was going to pull some clarifiers on that. What's the card that I was going to pull up? Judgment. Let's see if I can. I'm going to use Diana's Oil Painters clarifying cards. It's just, whoa, let's just see. Okay, these cards flew out. Moving on through stormy seas. She's got the Sun card in here, and this, it's a way to honor the path that she's on. It's a rough path, but she has a way to honor it. To, maybe she prays to the directions, maybe, and then with this guy, and he is a hunter, and it feels like in this card, and I haven't looked at what the description of this card is because it's an intuitive deck, but it feels like she's putting up a signpost. This way, follow me. Judgment. Okay, I'm going to hit pause and see where I'm going to go next. Yeah, okay. I haven't done this in so long that I can't remember how to work my camera. All right, 411, Trump Vance ticket. There has been a lot of news that Trump should get rid of Vance. I don't know how he even got there. Was it Thiel? Was it Elon Musk, which I'm going to read on next? Was it Don Jr. and Eric? Does Trump even really listen to Jr. and Eric on this kind of stuff? Was it Billy Carlson, Tucker Carlson? Did he have to say? Anyway, JD Vance is in there. Not doing good. Not doing good. Calling people without children crazy cat lady people. That's me. He just called me a crazy cat lady people. And I don't think it's because of my hair. I got to tell you, long hair camping sucks. I almost took a knife to it. Okay. I keep saying I'm going to cut it and give it to Kids for Cancer or something. It's getting close. Getting close. All right. So if Trump gets rid of JD Vance, I mean, it's been done before. And the one that I remember, 1972, McGovern, and Eagleton. Eagleton was a senator from Missouri. Democrat. What? Yeah, Democrat. Senator from Missouri. And he was on the ticket for 18 days. And it came out that he was being treated for depression. And they kicked him off the ticket. He resigned. It was such a backlash. I think of John Fetterman. I think of how far we've come and how far we have to go on that. I remember that really clearly. What was my perception of depression back in 1972? Well, I was smoking a lot of pot then, so I wasn't really. I was in high school. Come on now. Okay. Can they arrest me for past crimes? If Trump was in, yeah. All right. And who was his first AG? Yeah. Sessions. Yikes. So anyway, Trump, JD Vance. 411 on that ticket. Trump and Vance. Trump and Vance. 411. Ooh. They're lovers. Really? Broken-hearted lovers? This isn't going to end well. I'm getting all teary-eyed right now. Let me drop it down. Okay, can we adjust the light there? Hang on. I don't know. Hopefully you can read that. Anyway, we got the Lover's card. We got the Three of Swords, the Heartbreak. Ooh, ooh. Libby's always getting this card for Pumpkinhead. Let's keep going. Because if we get some illness card or something like that, then we got some heart issues going on. We got some justice happening at the base of the reading. In the past, we have a celebration because it was all lovey-dovey in the past, wasn't it? Hey, JD Vance. Except Laura Trump, she glared at JD Vance. We have the slow-moving Knight of Pentacles. Certainly the money has slowed up for Trump. He gets shot. Okay, there's debate on whether he actually got shot or not. My take is still that it was staged to give Trump a bump in sympathy, and it went really, really wrong. But after Kamala, his money has dried up. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. That is one of my cards for Kamala now, and I really haven't delved into her a lot. But because Joe Biden was the King of Cups and she was the vice president of the King of Cups, it stands to reason that she would be the Queen of Cups. There's judgment coming with Trump and JD Vance. There's a release here of something that's internally. Externally is the Magician. They're going to try to release something the illusion, the masters of illusion, don't look at this, look at this. Don't look over here, look over here. So there's a little magic trick going on. And the hopes and fears are that they can bring sunshine. If I was using the Rider-Waite card. This would be a happy, fun card. But because I'm using this deck, this young king holds the sword of truth and Trump's tie on the flagpole. Interesting. So this is more of illumination of what the truth is, and waving a red flag. It's not like a white flag of surrender. And then the final outcome is the Five of Pentacles, loss, devastation, out in the cold. You have the Knave of Wands, young energy, looking over a barren landscape, trying to bring forth an idea. The idea may be there, but it's upside down. It's not above his head. And restriction, the Eight of Swords. In this deck, it is frustration, restriction. You can climb these sword ladders if you choose to. They lead nowhere, except maybe cut feet. And at the base of the deck, we have a choice that needs to be made. We have a new project, a new balancing out of something. We have the hard choice that needs to be made. Another Two of Swords. Whatever choice he makes, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be, he's not seeing clearly. It's going to happen fast. It's going to be Nine of Swords. A lot of worry. A lot of heartache. This isn't, so compare this with Kamala's. I mean, you have some of the same cards, but you have the Judgment card, you have the Queen of Cups, but yeah, it's not good. That's not good. The Three of Swords is not good. So yeah, let's take a look. 47. I want to look at Elon Musk, but I also want to look at that Three of Hearts. I want to look at Trump's health. Let me pull 6 cards. Trump's health. And I'm using this because I don't know how well I shuffled these. Trump's health. What's he looking at? All right. First card. Ooh. A little unclear. What's going on? It feels like, he's on this roller coaster. He's got ships coming in, going out. He's planning. He's not moving. Trump's health. He doesn't smoke, but there's some things that are going on that he needs to pay attention to, that he needs to worry about. It's nothing right now with this card, but he needs to pay attention to his health. Ooh, and that card came up reversed. It's the Two of Cups. This has always reminded me of the medical card. With that and a lot of, a lot of times there I see a snake in, I guess it's the Rider-Waite deck. But the Two of Cups, the bonding, the sharing of values is upside down. So that's really concerning him. Oh, we have the Judgment card. Oh, that could be a release of physical. King of Wands is in the back. To me, I just heard doctor is saying something, and not Ronnie Jackson. He's no doctor. At the top of the reading, we have the Eight of Cups, walking away from sorrow. Walking away. All this water, all this healing energy, he's kind of walking away from it. So I think he's walking away from the campaign trail for health reasons. No, he's got legal issues. So I'm just going to stop it there. And it feels like all his legal issues are on hold right now. I mean, we'll see what happens with Chutkin, because she's getting the case back today, I think. So we'll see what's going on with that, and that may rear its head. And I'm thinking about Florida, the Mar-a-Lago case. Jack Smith, it pushed it to the Court of Appeals. And that's going to be around in September, where everything shakes out with that. So Trump's health, he's got a lot of legal issues that are pressing on him, a lot of judgment issues, justice issues. That was a health reading. Yikes. Yikes. Stripes. Okay. I want to read on Elon Musk real quick. Elon Musk. Something going to happen to Elon Musk. Something, not like, an assassination attempt. Not that. Just, I don't know. Something going to happen to Elon Musk. Something going to happen. What was my wife thinking? Oh, that's a question for the cards. What was my wife thinking? Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Something going on with you that we need to be aware of? And I heard, no, we don't need to be aware of it. Okay, Elon Musk. What's going on? Here we go. Oh, he's like this emperor. Ooh, he may have some health issues. All right. He may have some legal issues. Crazy. I need to review some of these cards, because these two cards here, I got to think of this. The Devil and the Star side by side. Internally, you have the Devil energy, the addiction card. Externally, you have the Star card. Oh, oh. All right, something's going to happen. Something, let me pull it down. We're going to go through this relatively fast. Okay. I was hoping I didn't shut it off completely. So he's got the Emperor card here, and then he's got the Four of Swords, retreat, backing away, getting quiet, defeat in battle of some kind. So there is going to be some kind of defeat. It could be an illness where he has to step away. At the base of the reading, you have the Queen of Cups. There's, oh my gosh, I was talking to my younger brother who is lives in San Francisco. He is not an Elon Musk fan. He pays more, but he is a tech guy. And he goes, Elon Musk has a lot of kids by his co-workers, or he's had some romps with coworkers, which I've never heard before. And I'm like, oh, okay, the devil energy there. What is the secret that this Queen of Cups has for Elon Musk? There is something in the past that he is losing money, but to me, this is also being left out in the cold, and this is also a morality loss. Because in the Rider Waite deck that I always refer my images to, they could easily go into the church to get warm. There is no church for this guy to get warm, though. He's just like out in the cold. And he's all by himself. He's like, there's this winning at any cost attitude. Well, the winning at any cost, he's going to end up in some legal troubles with this Queen of Swords. And let's look at what's going on in that's here and now. In the future, he's got the addiction card, the devil card, um, this not good energy, but the external card is the star card. Is that is that something to do with his SpaceX stuff? Some of the things he does that his companies do are really, really good. Some of them, but he's got like dark motivational energy for that. But it is good. Personally, I don't think shooting all those rockets up is good. We're not paying attention to the environment when we're doing it. We're just not paying attention to a lot of stuff as we keep sending those rockets up. Um, Hopes and fears, the Eight of Wands. Something's going to happen relatively quick with this. And when I see this rainbow in the gate, it feels like there is something happening behind his company doors. The he left. He said he's leaving California because of the diversity laws. They passed some diversity law in California that forces companies. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But is that is that this energy, this addicted energy? Anyway, he's got this Nine of Swords, a lot of worry. He's got a new beginning coming, the Death card coming. He's worried about something coming, and here he is strategizing. Let's take a look at this. How do we deal with this? Okay, oil painter, clarify me. What is this? What's he thinking about? What is this Three of Wands all about? What is this Three of Wands all about? I got to wrap this up soon. I don't want to go over an hour. I thought this was going to be a short video. I didn't even get through the whole time I was gone. I have a couple of days of news coming. Look at he's fishing. He's fishing for something. Empty sandbox. Wow, that now when I think of this, I go, this is like nobody wants to play with him. He's all by himself. He's all by himself. Nobody wants to play in his sandbox anymore. Ooh. Speaking of cold. All right. All right. There is something that, yeah, something's going on with Elon. Him moving may be causing more heartache than he knows. Yeah. Okay. That's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing if you're here this long. And as always, stay on the light. Peace and love.